Looking to improve performance? Try this one trick. Senseis hate me. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kenji Martial Arts. Now today I want to talk about something that I have found to have massively improved my karate performance, but all of my martial skills and physical ability tenfold. That's right. So what is this mythical method I talk of? What's this extreme secret that holds all this wisdom? Well, if you subscribe to my new training program at $59.99 a month, 20% discount if you buy within the next 24 hours, I can help take you through step-by-step secrets that have been passed down through masters through thousands and thousands of years. You know what? No, I honestly can't do this bit. It's too weird. I'll cut to the chase. The way to improve is to simply start lifting weights. Start strength training and make sure to train your entire body. Now, what is strength training? It's quite simply going to the gym, lifting weight, which will then tear muscle fibers. There is more and more science in in-depth detail to it, but that's the basics. From there, the muscle fibers will be weaker for a little while, but with good nutrition, protein, and rest, the muscle will heal back stronger. This done repeatedly over a good period of time will cause your muscles to come back thicker and stronger than ever. That's the basics. Lift, eat, sleep. Normal Saturday. I'm sure some of you are wondering, how on earth does this relate to karate? Well, karate is a martial art, some might even call it a sport. I mean, how do you level up in a game like Dark Souls or Bloodborne? You practice, you train, and you level up like crazy before you even face the first boss. And by the time you get to it, you'll be so strong you can one-shot it. Same principle applies to karate and martial arts. More training, more muscle, means more weight you can throw into your punches. As long as you adhere to the correct technique, you can't bypass basics. It also means strength to control your opponent, makes grappling and throwing so much easier. It also means preventing injuries, that way you can keep training for longer and longer. But on top of that, it can also help in overall body control as well. Looking to control your movements better in kata? Start lifting. Trying to balance better on the unstable left leg? Start lifting. Looking to improve your stamina and endurance? Start lifting. Looking to JoJo pose? Start lifting. It's all there. Even if you want to be a traditional purist, the old masters never did that kind of stuff. Absolutely not. They used to lift all the time. If you look at tools like the Chi-ishi, probably butchered that, but hey ho, which is basically a round weight on a stick. Probably looks a bit like this, kind of. They knew how to make themselves better, and they did it. They started lifting before they got ravenously drunk at the pub. So we've all got to start somewhere, even if it's just listening to some random bloke off YouTube. I'll quickly go over my weekly routine. So I'll lift 3 times a week, and I'll train martial arts 3 times a week. Friday's usually my day off. My routine's what's called a push-pull leg split. One day you'll focus on muscles that focus on pushing action, so your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Another day you'll focus on muscles that focus on pulling action, so your back and your bicep muscles. And then you can't skip leg day, which is basically everything from the waist down. Hips, glutes, calves, quadriceps. My week will run like this. So Monday I've got karate training, Tuesday I've got judo, Wednesday will be leg day, Thursday is judo, Friday I crack open a cold one, Saturday is push day, Sunday is pull day. I take days off where I need to. There's no point in pushing myself if I've not got the energy for it. I do highly recommend the push-pull leg split. It literally ensures full body coverage. There's not a single muscle group that you miss. Each lifting session you're meant to start off with the heaviest compound lift you do that day. So for push day it's going to be something like bench press, for pull day it's going to be a deadlift, and for leg day it's going to be a squat. These are compound lifts, so they don't just work a single muscle. They work that muscle and all the muscles surrounding it as well. Then after those heavy lifts are usually dependent on what machines or weights or benches are actually free. So things that will help the other muscles. So if you want to do more chest, more shoulders, more tricep, find out which exercises there are and which ones will suit you the best. Then after every weight session I'll have a full body stretch, and then I'll go home and have some whey protein powder. It helps massively in recovery and reduces fatigue. Now everyone is different. What works for me might not work for you. Trust me, because of the years that I've spent doing all sorts of different physical training, I've learned what works best for me, and you eventually will find out what works best for you. For example, there are some exercises I can't do. If I do try and do them, I'd end up waking up bad and old injuries. Then I have to take time out from training. which just becomes annoying. You need to learn what exercises you can do, you need to learn the correct form, any other variations along that theme, and see what gets you the best results. Don't just lunge for the bench press because you saw Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it. I've also really found it to be useful in my judo training because all that extra weight and strength really does play its part. Plus I'll be putting that to the test soon. I've actually got my first judo tournament coming up next week. After ranting about wanting to do it for ages, I finally got one booked. Cannot wait. Now, before you get into any kind of workout, people do say you should go and clear yourself with your doctor. That's not me giving medical advice, it's just what people say. But then I suppose that does make sense if you've got a condition that could prevent you from doing any kind of exercise. Like I said, that's not me giving medical advice. I normally charge for my unqualified medical advice. One thing that I always recommend is quality over quantity, proper form, the right way to lift, and actually lifting heavy. There's no point in just swinging your weight around, that's far too light for you. Not only does correct form mean that you'll work the right muscles, but it also means that you're not going to injure yourself unnecessarily. Always warm up beforehand and stretch it out after. And do some strength training that you find fun and challenging. There's no point in doing a workout because some bloke off YouTube recommended it over everything else. And speaking of random things that a random guy off YouTube recommends, this year we see the return of the greatest karate camping event in history. Or at least modern history. Postmodern history? Is that a thing? The event called the Bunkai Bash has finally returned. From Friday the 24th to Sunday the 26th of June, we gather at a campsite in Swindon and learn practical martial arts and karate from some of the country's best instructors. The link is down below. Tickets are £100 each. They are limited though, so get there as soon as you possibly can. Honestly, it's the best weekend I ever spend a year, and I train with some of the best instructors I've ever met. Friday afternoon we train, Friday night we go out for a curry, Saturday we train, Saturday evening is the barbecue and campfire. Sunday, we wake up nice and early at 6 AM for morning fitness and we train till midday. Honestly, I've learnt so much from these events and it's a fantastic learning opportunity for anyone looking to improve their martial arts skills. And I really hope to see some of you people there as well. And lastly, a massive shout out to my friend Les Bubka, who recently held a seminar and hosted his friend Marek from Poland, who flew over to teach us some police restraining skills and Judo Kempo skills. Never trained, or to be fair, never even heard of Judo Kempo before, but it's good stuff. A fantastic time which left a very tender bruise in my left leg. So worth it. If you ever get the opportunity to train with Les Bubka, do it. Don't even think about it, just do it. I should start wrapping this video up before I start ripping off Nike. Anyway, that's all from me for today. The links that I've mentioned before are down below. Please click them. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please check out some of my other videos. And of course, I wish you all the best with your training. Take care.